Hi guys, welcome back. In this lecture, I'm going to share to you multi-level inheritance. Now the program, I already prepared the program here for you. Okay, I will not encode it, but I'll explain to you the concept behind multi-level inheritance. First thing is we have this section here as our superclass, and then I have box weight, this class here as our subclass. And then we also have another subclass here which is called box cost. So the hierarchy of our program here is like this. We have box as our superclass. Then we're going to have here box weight as our subclass that inherits from the box superclass, and we also have here box cost, which is a subclass that inherits from the box weight subclass. Okay, so this is how the program is organized. Okay, so we have the superclass, which is box. We have box weight, which is a subclass. This class here inherits from our box superclass, and we also have your box cost, which is a subclass but inherits from our box weight subclass here. Now the program starts with our superclass, and then this section here declares three variables, all private, width, height, and depth. Then we have our constructor here. So we have one, two, three, four constructor, but with different ways. This is the default constructor, which we assign width, height, and weight to -1. This is another constructor that or parameterized constructors that allows or accept three arguments or parameters. This is another constructor that accepts an object, and this is another constructor that accepts one value. And the fifth method here is volume, wherein it returns the uh, product of width multiplied by height multiplied by width, or depth rather. Okay, so this is our constructor which assigns -1 to our three variables. This one here assigns the value of our width, height, and depth. Now, if you notice, we use different set of variables. You could also make use of other, let's say W to W, something like that. But you need to use here the this keyword, okay, to be safe. You could do that one here. But you could also, if in case you will not worry about whether uh, what value will be assigned to, you could somehow remove that one also. You could have the item here. This is our method that accepts an object. This method here allows us to assign, let's say we input the value of len, whatever the value of len will be assigned also to our width, height, and depth. And then the volume here returns the product of the three. For our box weight, which is a subclass, extends it to our class section here, which is our superclass. Okay, we have here a variable for weight, and then here we also have four methods under the box weight, which is the constructors. So we have your box weight. Now, when we call box weight, it calls for the superclass. Now, as you can see, we have here the term super. If you use the term super, what it does is it's calling to the superclass that we have. So it will automatically call our constructor here and then give it a value or call the values which we assign width, height, and depth to all -1. Okay. Then the fourth variable will be weight is equals to -1. Same goes with this method, which box weight. We have actually we have four variables. The fourth one will be the weight. Okay, this will again call for our superclass, which will give us which requires us three arguments: weight, width, height, and then depth. And then the fourth variable will be m, which will be for the weight. This is our third method, box weight, which accepts an object. So it will call for the object in our, again, this one here, in our parent class. And then the fourth variable will be weight, will be the value that we're going to pass here. And last is box weight, which accepts two arguments, length, which will call for the length. When we call for the length, it will automatically assign the values here. And then the fourth variable will be for our weight. Okay? Next is our subclass again. But this time it inherits from box weight. Okay? It's inherited from our box weight. It's the same thing, but it's currently adding one value, which is cos to the program here. Now this is our main class. So we have public static void main. We created now two objects. So box cos b1 is equals to new box cos. So we are calling the parameterized constructor here, which accepts 5 arguments. The first one will be for our width, this will be for our height, this will be for our depth. The fourth one will be for our weight, and then the fifth one will be for our cos. Same goes with the second object, which is box 2. Now, to get for the volume, we have here a local variable, which is double volume, and then we assign volume is equals to b1. Okay? Then it will get for the volume, which we will pass the three variables, which is length, height, and width. Then we will get for the width, and then the cos of our value, where the cos will be what? Okay, we will go for the cos of our values here. And then same goes with the second object. So if we run our code, let's run our code here. So first thing that we see here is volume is equals to B1. It's 3,000. Okay? So if we compute for our volume here, okay, the volume is computed as width. The volume is computed as width, height, and depth. So if you notice here, to compute for your volume, we need to have three values. If you multiply 10, 15, and then 20, it will result to 3,000. Our weight is 25.75, and our cost is 50.5. Okay. Then we also have here for our second object, which computes for the volume, which is 24. That multiplies these three values here. 5.6 is our weight, and then 10.5 will be our cost. So here's another example of a multi-level inheritance. Thank you for watching. Bye.